Well, welcome to another episode with Hayden B Grilling. Now tonight we're going to cook up some creamy Cajun pasta. We're going to do it right here in the kitchen. The weather has us hemmed up inside rather than outside grilling, so let's get started on this pasta. Now the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this full-size chicken breast. It's a pretty good size breast here, and I'm going to cut it up into little small bites. When I say little small bites, kind of about like so. Now we are going to slice one onion. We're not going to dice this one up. We're going to cut it into little slices. Now I ended up slicing about half of that onion. But what I'm going to do now is just come right back down the center like that and slice these onions in half. Next we're going to do the same thing with a red bell pepper. We're just going to core it out and cut it into strips or into little slices. And I got them off the stem there. Just going to cut them about like so. Nice little thin strips. Alright, once we got our bell pepper sliced up, we're just going to put it over here on our plate with our onion. Now in a bowl, we're going to go ahead and add 2 tablespoons of Cajun seasoning. Now tonight we're going with Slap Your Mama. Alright, so now we got our chicken diced up and out of the way. We're going to add 2 tablespoons of olive oil to a deep skillet. Now that we have our oil in here, we're going to turn this to a medium-high heat. Now that our grease has started to heat up a little bit, or our oil rather, we're going to add that chicken in there, let it start to brown. Now what I'm going to do is wait and hear that chicken start to sizzle. Alright, once it starts sizzling, let me know that that grease is good and hot and our chicken is really starting to cook. I'm going to cook it for 2 additional minutes. Oh, starting right now. I'm going to set my timer for 2 minutes. Alright, that was 2 minutes. We're going to bump our heat down to a medium. And then we're going to saute our onions and our bell peppers. Add that to the bowl, or to the skillet rather, I'm sorry. And we're going to stir those around and mix those in. And you want to cook these until the onions start to become translucent and soften up. Probably roughly about 5 minutes. Alright, 5-minute timer just went off. I'm going to add about 2 tablespoons worth of garlic. Followed by that Cajun seasoning. Ooh, folks, that's a lot of seasoning. Ooh, it's gonna be good. Now, we're gonna stir this around together and we're gonna cook this for another 2 minutes. Alrighty, so we just went 2 minutes there. So now we're gonna add 1 can of diced tomatoes, 2½ cups of chicken broth. Then we're gonna add some salt and pepper. Now this is to taste, your preference. Pepper, some salt. Alright, so it calls for ½ pound of Penne pasta. What we purchased is this 1 pound box, so we're gonna add about half of this box into it. We're gonna cover this with a lid and let it cook as per instructions on the box until the pasta is soft. Alrighty folks, so our pasta, it took about 15 minutes for it to get good and cooked through. So we just remove the lid. Now we're going to squeeze the juice of 1 lemon half. And lastly, we're going to add in 2/3 cup of heavy whipping cream. And once we got that heavy whipping cream added in, we're just going to stir this all in together. We're going to let this all cook in together for about 2 more minutes. All right, folks, now time for that all-important taste test. Ooh. Deer meat. Folks, that was so good. That was, in my opinion, that was restaurant quality pasta in 35 minutes. Made at home. So y'all please let me know what you think of this video. Y'all let me know if you try it. Let me know what you think of it. Y'all please, as always, like, subscribe, and we'll see y'all later.